Well, I mean, what can you really add to that except for I heard the Lord say that this mission he will control. This mission he will control. He's used to being in the box where it's all from what he sees from his seat, but he's seated in heavenly places with him, and this mission he will control.
Come on, who wants him to control all of Glory Revival, and all of East Texas, all of Texas Awakening? God, I want you to have all the control. I mean, there's something on that.
Oh, there's something on it. I tell you what, I've never seen so many NASA responses in one meeting.
I've never given a prophetic word about NASA and astronauts. I mean, my team knows. They're like, what is Todd prophesying about shuttles and that? And there's something about the redemptive thing here over Texas. And I know in the natural there's something to do with, launching the shuttles and the whole thing. But really today when I went to Palestine, God get my attention about how the world looked in on Palestine, Texas, East Texas, because they watched a shuttle break up and all the debris come down. Yeah. Remember how the world watched, how the media watched? Well, the world and the media is going to watch East Texas again. But this time it'll be signs in the heavens above and wonders, signs and wonders in the heavenlies declaring the glory of God. How many of you know that over East Texas there's going to be glory signs and wonders? That's what I'm feeling.
And for those that don't know, Todd, we was it 3 years ago in Oklahoma? They had
Oklahoma City.
Tulsa first. There was a 2-year drought.
Tulsa and Oklahoma City together. Together. Oklahoma.
The drought broke within about 3 weeks. The drought completely broke when we were there one evening. Then we moved to Oklahoma City, Todd, of course, and then I was leading worship. We moved to Oklahoma City. We both think, hey, man, you put us too close to the airport. Couldn't you put us somewhere else? It wasn't that we were so close to the airport. It was that there was an earthquake there in Edmond, Oklahoma. And then we go to Wichita, Kansas, and there was a strange migration of bald eagles.
Signs.
Yeah. And we're both bald, so spare us the jokes. But here's the thing, Todd, and I don't know if you've heard it. I've heard it from a few different people tonight about, and raise your hand if you've heard anything about it, but meteors. There's been like a meteor.
Meteors are signs. Storms
meteors
are signs.
That have one meteor or maybe 2 meteors or 3.
Like literal meteors in the sky?
Literal meteors.
Over here.
Yeah, hitting here. Yeah,
wouldn't it be
raise your hand if
the heavens were
that's dead
declaring
on.
the glory of God and there were signs in the heavens above?
2 people
and
said there. You need to go home and read about it.
So I think God's going to prophesy the glory out of the heavens with signs in the heavens, but wonders will happen in the earth. Wonders will happen in revival.
That's it, Todd. I was on the West Coast. Remember when Bob had the prophecy? He saw the 3 different meteors, remember?
Every time Bob Jones would give a prophetic word about like a shift in the church or revival over a city or region, he would see a confirming of the word with unusual signs, floods, storms, earthquakes, and here he saw meteors.
He saw meteors, and it was on the West Coast, if you remember. And this was back when, Todd
This is 94, 98, in that whole window where there was a lot of shaking.
There was a lot of stuff going on back then, and there were 3 different meteors that hit, as I remember. One of them hit where Bethel is, where Bill Johnson's place is. One of them hit... I believe it was in L.A. I believe that would have to do with Lou Engle and the Call. Was that right?
And I think there was one somewhere in Central California, the Bay Area, or something like that.
It was something like that, but I was thinking there was either a 4th one. But I just remember specifically thinking as a young man, and we were young once, but I remember thinking that the one that hit that nobody else could ever identify. Now I'm prophesying over my best friend. There was one that hit that nobody could ever identify. They could always put a name and a face to the other ones, but nobody could ever quite figure out that other one. It was like a mystery meteor. And I am here to tell you tonight, I believe that mystery meteor in the spirit is standing right here on the stage. He's a sign and he's a wonder.
God said that Isaiah 8:18, the children whom the Lord has given us, we are for signs and wonders. How many of you believe
Absolutely.
even your children are for signs and wonders? How many of you believe you are called to be a manifest sign and wonder? I'm a sign and a wonder. You're a sign and a wonder. We're all signs and wonders. But they're right. There's an anointing here tonight, which I think we're going to go beyond the realm of just healing and miracles.
Right.
Start moving into the realm of signs and wonders. I want the heavens to declare the glory of God.
Yes.
Unusual. How many are ready for glory
Unusual
signs
stuff,
to
yeah.
show up and confirm the prophetic utterance? How many of you would welcome the angelic realm, and you would welcome the realm of glory signs, and you would welcome the realm of wonders to confirm what God was saying over East Texas? Can it go beyond just like, healing? You don't have, that's what I think we're hitting a vein on something.
We are hitting a vein, and I have to tell you, I've never had a word like this, and of course I have words all the time. I've never had a word like this.
That's Joel 2. That's Acts 2 in
Yeah,
fullness.
yeah. Well, I've never felt to tell people to go home and make sure you have surge protectors on everything that you have plugged in, because I'm telling you, stuff's going to start. It's going to start surging, and some of the stuff's going to start
glory
blowing.
storms.
They're glory storms. That's exactly what they are. On cloudless nights, when there's starry nights, and you can see, you're going to just see brilliant
Forget
flashes.
tornadoes. I'm telling you, whirlwinds of glory.
It's true. It's true. You know, Todd, there's a band. How many have ever heard of Leland? Raise your hand. When Leland, before they were a band that anybody knew, we were doing a meeting at a mansion out in the country, and we had one of those situations happen where glory storms started to happen, and everything
Say it
in the
again,
house.
glory storms.
Glory storms.
There's anointing on that. Glory storms.
Isn't that
Say
all?
glory
How many want a
storms.
glory storm? Raise your
Come
hand.
in.
We're having fun tonight.
Psalms 29 says the God of glory will thunder. And it says when he thunders, it's like the Lord roars from heaven.
Yes.
When he thunders, the voice of the Lord is powerful, full of majesty. How many of you are ready for the powerful, majestic voice of the Lord to be released with revelation and power when the God of glory thunders, and the storms and the signs and the wonders and the outpouring, which also means your sons and daughters will prophesy,
Exactly.
young men will have visions, old men will dream dreams, because that's full Pentecost, people.
And I'm hearing that ancient things will crack open, because it says that when his voice goes out, that the cedars of Lebanon are cracked in half. Now, that's my commentary, but I would tell you that you've got some ancient cedars, some ancient walls, some ancient things, some ancient doors, some ancient gates. And I'm telling you right now, the voice of the Lord is going out, and I'm here to tell you that the cedars of Lebanon are being split in half on your behalf.
Because of the word of the Lord, and
Lord.
revelation, power, and authority,
The word of the Lord.
mountains are going to skip, the hills
Yes,
are going to skip,
yes.
and everything that stands
Yes.
in opposition, no matter how mighty, is going to break open when the rip-roaring, majestic voice of God,
That's it,
because
Todd.
you make a decree and it'll be spoken. I'm telling you, there's a realm here in
We're
which
hitting
we're
it.
going to move in high places, and you're going to speak things, and they're going to come forth, things that be not as though they were.